Hey friends, Mandy here, and today, like my last video I think, I'm just checking in from the car because, the best thoughts happen while we drive. And before I get home and basically lose the momentum on what I'm thinking about, I just want to basically share my thoughts on a topic. And that topic is how to have boundaries when you're a people pleaser. And I feel like this is a lesson that is on my top list of 3 in my life that I need to work on because I am super bad at trying to please everyone. And as a result, I spread myself too thin. And then when I need to create boundaries, I often put that to the side because I don't like to make people uncomfortable and or I really just don't like negative feedback. However, I've developed a situation essentially in which I need to have boundaries for my own well-being and for my health and just for the trajectory of my own career. And setting those boundaries has been very, very difficult, to be honest, because when you affirm your worth by stating that you need to change something and shift something, and others are still living in a fear-based state, and they need support, however, you're not the one to offer that, the reactions oftentimes are not in alignment with their true nature. And they might be beautiful and wonderful people, that's why it's so difficult, but their reactionary response of essentially being angry or passive aggressive is very damaging and very hurtful. And honestly, it just affirms the need to put boundaries down as well. We're all here, none of us are perfect, we're just working through life, but at the end of the day, it's important to realize that no one is going to take care of you as well as you're going to take care of yourself. And especially when it comes to having boundaries, whether it's with work or with other people or even with yourself to an extent of saying I'm going to be productive in this regard and I'm going to do these things in my life. It's imperative, but of course it is challenging. And I will share some links down below of some good reads and lessons basically on this topic of establishing boundaries. The main intent is just to have a little bit of a heart-to-heart about the fucking difficulty of it, because people don't like hearing things that they don't want to hear. And so a lot of us tiptoe around people's wants and needs, and we don't put our needs first. And I'm not saying we should be hyper selfish and only think about ourselves. However, when it relates to something like the trajectory of one's life or their career, how they're just going about and where they're moving or if they need to leave a job or something, it's not on you to basically take on that person's response. It is on you to be courteous and respectful and to be upfront and communicative about your needs. And if someone responds in a less than positive way, there's nothing to do other than accept it. And in addition, move on, because clearly the situation isn't right. In some regards, it's like pulling a Band-Aid off. So I know it's difficult. I don't have all the answers. All I know is that we have to affirm our worth and our value and what we want to do with our lives by acting on it in a compassionate and humble way. However, when people respond in less than stellar ways, my best advice is just to figure out ways to get grounded, be patient and as loving as possible, understanding that more than likely they're reacting from a fear-based state, and then to just be authentic and truthful to yourself and continue on the path that you know internally is right for you. If you're working in a job that doesn't fulfill you and it's not something you want to be doing in a couple of years, you owe it to them and yourself to switch it up. And that's exactly the situation I'm in right now. And I don't like that it's brought out, uncomfortable feelings, and that it hasn't put other people in a fear-based state, but it has led them to realize all of the work they need to take on, essentially. I don't like that scenario, but it's just a result, and it's a result of setting boundaries and being cognizant and proactive about the situation. So that's something I'll never apologize for, and I don't think anyone else should either. I think that by doing all those things I mentioned earlier, by being communicative, by being honest, by being upfront, and by establishing your worth and what you need to happen for your own life and trying to help other people move on without you, it's the best thing you can do. And don't take the negative reactionary responses personally. This is something I wish someone would have told me years ago, so I hope it's somewhat helpful for you guys. You deserve to have boundaries. You deserve to feel respected and valued. And you owe it to yourself to be on a path that is supporting your journey and what you want to create in your life. Yeah. So that's it. I hope you all are doing well. Please stay safe. And of course, for more recipes and insight, go to lifeandbloomnutrition.com. Bye.